Good morning, church.
Good morning.
So make sure you're awake. I know you're awake. Don't forget to take your attendance cards and put them in the inside houses. Like I'm going to pick them up for our announcement period. So, thank you, Brother Bill, for reading that for me. That was Acts chapter 10, 1 through 6. I don't know if you're aware of what's going on right now. At this very moment in Charlottesville, there's some stuff going down. I don't know if you were there last year, but there was a riot last year between two groups. One group were people who are associated with neo-Nazis, and they think our country should go a certain way. Another group said that they're going to violently oppose them, so last year's people got killed. And the poor mayor of that city said, I didn't know this, but he declared a state of emergency for a city. And he went ahead and did that because he was concerned about the anniversary of that event last year. Now, there are many groups that are going to meet in Charlottesville, but many are going to descend on D.C. at the same time. But these groups have not learned from the past. They have not learned history. They do not understand history. And it's my personal opinion that part of the reason that we are at this issue, why we have this issue with people showing partiality towards one another, and hatred, and indifference, and not learning from the past, is we have a lack of leadership. And when you have a lack of leadership, things always go to that. So because of this lack of leadership, this poor mayor of Charlottesville is going to declare a state of emergency. This means there's going to be a heavy police presence. And automatically, when you read that, just reading it, if you watch the news, it creates a brand of fear. See, the other issue why we're having this problem of partiality is the lack of God's word. And people are not understanding the fact that you don't return evil for evil. They don't understand that you overcome evil with good. And for all those who don't believe that the Bible still applies to us today, the text today is going to be very applicable to the situation we have going on right now in our country, in Charlottesville, in D.C. It will show that partiality still is a problem today. Being partial based on an outward appearance is a man-made construct. If you don't know what construct means a man created this idea that we're going to judge people based on their outward appearance. And if you don't understand what outward appearance, the color of their skin. It's wrong. You see in chapter 10, here in Acts chapter 10, back then, in this case, they weren't judging on the color of the skin. There were judgments based on if you were a Jew or a Gentile. But we see that God had other plans for Peter. Because our text today we're going to see is Cornelius. As I read in the text, he was a centurion of an Italian cohort. The other person in the text we're going to talk about today is Peter, or Simon Peter, one of Jesus' apostles. You see, it says that Cornelius, verses 1 and 2, was a centurion of an Italian cohort, a devout man because he feared God. By fear means he had a respect for God. And he wasn't even a Jew. We know that at some point he must have believed what the Jews did because it said he gave many alms to the Jewish people because he thought that's what was right. Not only that, he prayed to God continually. We also see that Simon Peter, he obviously was a follower of Jesus, but he was a Jew by ethnicity. You know, sometimes we have to learn that for us to change, great change takes prayer. We're going to see this in the text. It takes being devout, and being devout to God's word. Sometimes it takes reflection. You know, a lot of times when we read the Bible, we read the Bible and skip right over it. We don't take time to sit down and reflect. What does that mean? How does that apply to my life? But we see in the text, there's a time of reflection. And though we don't have visions today, the visions in this text serve a direct purpose. The purpose of visions was to get their attention. So we see in the text that the vision got Cornelius' attention as well as it got Peter's attention. But one thing that we must understand is that we serve an unbiased God. And because we serve an unbiased God, this brings me to my first point. God does not show partiality like man does. We see this demonstrated in verses 3 through 8. Let's let the Bible speak for itself. About the 9th hour of the day, he clearly saw in a vision, this is Cornelius, by the way, and the angel of the Lord, who had just come in, he said to him, Cornelius. And fixing his gaze on him and being much alarmed, he said, What is it, Lord? And he said to him, Your prayers and alms have ascended as a memorial before God. Now dispatch some men to Joppa and send for a man named Simon, who is also called Peter. He is staying with a tanner named Simon, whose house is by the sea. In verse 7, when the angel who was speaking to him had left, he summoned 2 of his servants and a devout soldier with those who were with his personal attendants. In verse 8, and after he had explained everything to them, they sent them to Joppa. So we see that God appears to Cornelius in a vision. And see, I can't underscore how important this is. You know, prior to this, God didn't appear to Gentiles. So the fact that he's appearing to this Gentile is a big deal in a vision. We see that God doesn't show partiality. And a good example of this, you go to 1 Samuel 16, verse 17. And this is when you were talking about God was picking the next king of Israel. This is when David was chosen. David had all these brothers ahead of him. They were bigger, stronger. They looked like a prototypical soldier, somebody you want. But God said, no, I choose David. Because, you know, his prophet was saying, Samuel was saying, I'm not sure. Are you sure this is the guy you want to pick to be your king? And God said, God does not see as man sees. We serve a God that's not partial because he does not see as man sees. Also, if you turn with me to Psalms, chapter 31, you're going to see what the Bible says about this. So Psalm 31. Verses 23 and 24. Oh, love the Lord, all his godly ones. The Lord preserves the faithful, and fully recompenses the proud. Be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who hope in the Lord. See, God acknowledges those who are his. It's not about what they look like. See, God doesn't show partiality. He acknowledges those who are serving him. See, God chose to speak to Cornelius as a Gentile. See, up until this point, actually didn't occur. But we see, you know, as I read earlier this morning in Genesis, that God cares for all creation. You notice that God never at the beginning made a distinction. We're humans. We're all human beings created by God to have certain purpose. We also see that Simon Peter thought he could judge what is holy. So my second point for today, Peter attempted to be the judge of what is unholy. So if you go to verse 9. On the next day, as they were on their way and approaching the city, Peter went up on the housetop about the 6th hour to pray. But he became hungry and desiring to eat. But while they were making preparations, he fell into a trance. And he saw the sky opened up, and an object like a great sheet coming down, lowered by 4 corners to the ground. And there were in it all kinds of 4-footed animals and crawling creatures of the earth and the birds of the air. A voice came to him, Get up, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, By no means, Lord, for I have never eaten anything unholy and unclean. Verse 15. Again, a voice came to him a second time. What God has cleansed, no one considered unholy. And verse 16. This happened 3 times, and immediately the object was taken up into the sky. Verse 17. Now while Peter was greatly perplexed in mind as to what the vision which he had seen might be, behold, the men who had been sent by Cornelius, having asked directions for Simon's house, appeared at the gate. And calling out, they were asking whether Simon, who we also call Peter, was staying there. We see the first statement coming from Peter is, by no means have I ever done anything unholy or unclean. You got to ask yourself, do you think it was a coincidence that as soon as, after he saw his vision, that people showed up at his door? Was that a coincidence? I think not. You see, in Romans chapter 12, verse 9, God explains what holy living is. So turn to Romans chapter 12, verse 9. You have to look at this. This is great stuff here. So in Romans chapter 12, verse 9. The Bible reads, let love be without hypocrisy. Abhor what is evil, cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Give preference to one another in honor, not lagging behind in diligence, fervor in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, persevering in tribulation, devoted to prayer, contributing to the needs of the saints, practicing hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep. Be of the same mind toward one another. Do not be haughty in mind. Some words say arrogant. But associate with the lowly. Do not be wise in your own estimation. Never pay evil for evil to anyone. Respect what is right in the sight of all men. If it's possible, so far as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. So we see a way to be holy. We see in 3 John chapter 1, verse 11. Peter was imitating the wrong thing. For remember, Peter was a Jew. So he was imitating the practices of Jews, referred to as holy. He wanted to do that so much, he denied what God told him. God said, hey, listen, this is not unholy. I'm telling you this is cleansed because God gave you that. We see in John 3 that we're supposed to imitate Jesus, imitate God. It was the Jews that made these harsh pronouncements of what was holy and what was unclean. You know, by way of example, you go to 2 Kings chapter 5, you see that Naaman thought the Jordan River was nothing to him. He thought it was dirty. He said, you know, back in Syria, we have rivers with so much cleanness there. But Naaman, in a sense, was saying it was unholy because it was dirty to him. But you know, Naaman even chose to follow what God said, and therefore was healed. Had he not done that, and said, you know what, that's unholy, I'm not going to mess with that, he would never have been healed from that. So we see that Peter attempted to judge what was unholy. But we notice that Peter had to recognize that God determines what is unclean and unholy. So for our third point today, God decides what is unclean and unholy. In verse 19, and following, we see that while Peter was reflecting on the vision, the Spirit said to him, behold, 3 men are looking for you. But get up, go downstairs, accompany them without misgivings, for I have sent them myself. Peter went down to the men and said, behold, I am the one who you are looking for. What is the reason for which you have come? They said to Cornelius, a centurion, a righteous, and a God-fearing man, well spoken by the entire nation of the Jews, was divinely directed by a holy angel to send for you to come to his house and hear a message from you. So he invited them in and gave them lodging. And on the next day, he got up and went away with them and some of the brethren from Joppa accompanied him. On the following day, he entered Caesarea. Now Cornelius was waiting for them and had called together his relatives and his close friends. When Peter entered, Cornelius met him and fell at his feet and worshipped him. And Peter raised him up, saying, "Stand up, I too am just a man." As he talked with him, he entered and found many people assembled. And he said to them, "You yourselves know how unlawful it is for a man who is a Jew to associate with a foreigner or to visit him. And yet God has shown me that I should not call any man unholy or unclean." You see that God is the one that decides what is unholy and what is unclean. God had to show Peter he should not call what is unclean. So he had to reflect. Peter's reflection brought him to this application that he is not supposed to be the determiner of what is unclean. That's why he says, "I should not have called a man unholy or unclean," because that was not his call. But we have people today that think that's the right thing to say. "Well, I'm better than you because I wouldn't serve you." See, we don't serve a partial God. But you know, if you want to go even further to show there's consistency in the Bible about God deciding what is good and what is not, go with me to Matthew chapter 23 and read what Jesus did. Matthew 23. In Matthew chapter 22, verse 27, this is what the Bible says. It says, I'm going to back 26. "You blind Pharisees, first cleanse the inside of the cup of the dish so that the outside of it may become clean." See, because the Pharisees wanted to look good on the outside. They did look good on the outside, holy, but they were ugly on the inside. They weren't holy. They were professing to be holy. But look what Jesus says also in 27. "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you are like whitewashed tombs, which on the outside appear beautiful, but on the inside they are full of dead men's bones and all their uncleanness. So you too outwardly appear righteous to men, but inwardly you are full of hypocrisy and lawlessness." We see that Jesus correctly judged them on what is clean and unclean, because Jesus can determine that. He can see the hearts of men and their intentions. We also see going further. You don't believe me there. Look at another passage in Luke chapter 9. Verse 51. When the days were approaching for the ascension, he was determined to go to Jerusalem. And he sent messengers on ahead of him. And they went and entered a village of Samaria to make arrangements for him. Essentially, they were going to be forward runners for Jesus. But they did not receive him, because he was traveling toward Jerusalem. When the disciples James and John saw this, they said, "Lord, do you want us to command fire to come down from heaven and consume them?" But he turned and rebuked them and said, "You do not know what kind of spirit you are of. For the Son of Man did not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them." And they went on to another village. So you see, we have people today that are just like Jesus is possible, trying to be taught better. They want to destroy people's lives, essentially for nothing, because they have show partiality, because they think certain people are unholy, because they think some people are unclean, clean, just for being who they are. But we see that Peter humbled himself because, as it said in the text, Jews weren't supposed to associate with Gentiles. He traveled to Caesarea, obeying God, and meeting Cornelius in his house, and it was important because he's a Gentile. You know, in India, they still have this idea of these untouchables. That if you are a certain class of people, you're untouchable. Meaning, in their society, you can't advance and become something better, because you're considered untouchable. They label them untouchables. You see, man judges people for an outside appearance. But we're not to do that. Because partiality, being partial like that, is unholy, is unclean. We do things we don't understand. So many people don't even try to understand other people because they have all these preconceived notions on how they're supposed to be or how they are. But when you really get to know them, you realize that, they're not so different from you. We got to understand that we serve a God. God is not the one who shall part covenant. But we see that Peter witnessed. He witnessed for God. We also see that he preaches the gospel to these Gentiles. Starting in verse 39. So it said, Peter arose and went with them. When he arrived, they brought him into the upper room, and all the windows stood beside him. Now remember, Cornelius brought all his friends and family because he knew that Peter was going to preach the gospel of Jesus to them. So he wanted all his friends and family to hear this. Because remember, the angel was told. So Peter arose and went to them. When he arrived, they brought him to the upper room, and all the windows stood beside him, weeping and showing all the tunics and garments. Excuse me, I got back to it. I'm reading out of 9. Let me get back to 10, Acts 10. But in verse 39 of chapter 10, we see Peter witness of all the things he did both in the land of the Jews and Jerusalem. Now this is Peter speaking about Jesus. They were also put him to death by hanging him on his cross. In verse 40, God raised him up on the third day. So this is the gospel being preached here. And granted that he became visible. In 41, not all the people, but the were witnesses who were chosen before him by God, that this, to us, who ate and drank with him after he rose from the dead. In verse 42, and he ordered us to preach to the people and solemnly to testify that that is the one who had been appointed by God as judge of the living and the dead. Verse 43, of him all the prophets bear witness that through his name everyone who believes in him receives forgiveness of sins. While Peter was still speaking these words, the Holy Spirit fell upon those who were listening to the message. And all the circumcised believers who came with Peter were amazed because the gift of the Holy Spirit was poured out on the Gentiles also. For they were hearing them speaking with tongues and exalting God. Then Peter answered, surely no one can refuse the water for these to be baptized, who have received the Holy Spirit just as we do. Can we? Can we? And in verse 48, and he ordered them to be baptized in the name of Jesus Christ. But they asked him to stay for a few days. We see that Peter preached the gospel to them, that they understood right away that they had to be baptized. So you got to ask yourself, we know that God's word matters. God's word matters today. But you might say, well, how does that even apply to me in the context of today? We need to learn that let God be the determiner of a person's heart. Because so many times we assume, well, we know based on maybe their actions. Well, maybe they're hurting, and so they're acting out. So they may not just believe what they're doing, but they're acting out. Let God be the determinant of a person's heart. Turn with me to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12, and look what the book of Hebrews says. That's Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. Read what the Bible says about this. So in chapter 4, verse 12, for the word of God is living and active and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing as far as the vision of soul and spirit, of joints and marrow, and able to judge the thoughts and intentions of the heart. Let God's word be the judge of what's in someone's heart, not you be the judge of that. Because whenever you decide to become the judge, you're showing partiality. You're saying, well, I think that they're going to be unholy. You can't hear anything about the gospel. Let the gospel speak for itself. We see in the book of Romans chapter 8, go through that God will help those who are seeking him. In Romans chapter 8, verse 26 through 28. In the same way, the Spirit also helps our weakness. For we did not know how to pray as we should, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words. And he who searches the hearts, knows that what the mind of the Spirit is, because he intercedes for the saints according to the will of God. And we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. We see in this Acts chapter 10 that the vision had to get Corey's attention. He immediately did what he said. Let me go see Peter. And then he had to get to a vision for Peter to get Peter's attention. Peter said, well, let me do what God said. So then he goes and sees Cornelius. One of the results of that, Cornelius and his household became Christians. Today, we have scriptures that are visions. But even I kind of wonder, even if we had a vision today, would you even believe it? Because sometimes people don't believe what they saw. But the thing is, we have scripture that we can see, meditate, reflect on. Help us make proper judgments about people. You see, how this applies today, we need to reflect on God's word, not just read it. You notice what they did? Peter reflected on God. He was reflecting on the vision he saw, saying, what was needed? And then notice he made the application saying, look, I can no longer be judgmental as a Jew and say, you know what, Gentiles are unclean. Because God just said, nope, that's not the case anymore. Because Jesus did. This applies to every single person. It's not just for Jews, it's for everyone. God's word is for everyone. We are never to be partial, as Peter was trying to do, and God had to repeat him. The gospel needs to be spread to all without partiality. Let the gospel be spread. Ask yourself, what are you being partial to today? Are you being partial to yourself? Or are you being partial to God? Are you fighting against God's word? If you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, you can be saved today. As you heard the word today, it says if you believe Jesus Christ, the Son of God, you can be saved. By confessing that you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Repenting of your sins, and you're turning away from what you're doing, a simple lifestyle, and turning to God. And then be baptized, being fully immersed, coming out of water to become a Christian. And once you do that, then you live a steadfast life. Meaning you're not going to go back to what you're doing. And you seek God and try to be devout like Cornelius was. And you pray, and you try to tell other people why you have a reason to be happy and live for God. You see, we need to continue to be countercultural and not get involved with things that are going in charlatans and that way. We need to demonstrate God by being good to one another, good people, demonstrating God and showing love to people, teaching them the gospel that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Because of that, we have the ability to be saved. And because of that, we need to live the best, the way the Bible says to do, and be good to one another. If you have any needs, like any prayers of the church today, would like to become a Christian, I implore you to come forward as we state as we sing. Feel at the cross.